The Third Secret of Fatima has never been revealed publicly, but we know exactly what it says. Our first clue to the Third Secret of Fatima has to do with our words from Our Lady to Lucy when she said that the secret was to be revealed either at the time of Lucy's death or in the year 1960, whichever came first. So that first clue tells us that the third secret has to do with an event or something that would happen in the 1960s. Our second clue to what the third secret says has to do with the first two secrets. As you know, the First Secret of Fatima was a horrifying vision of hell that Mary gave to the three children, where they saw countless souls burning in fire and being tortured by demons. Lucia later wrote that it was so frightening that if they had not been told ahead of time that they would be taken to heaven, all three of them would have died of fright. That's how frightening the vision of hell was. The second secret was a foretelling of World War II. Our Lady of Fatima told the children that if man did not stop offending God, that a worse war was going to take place, and that it would begin under the reign of Pius XI, which is exactly what happened. So that tells us that the third secret has to do with something equally catastrophic that involves the entire world. Okay, now there are two more points to take into account here. First is that almost immediately after these secrets were given to the children, it was revealed to Jacinta, the youngest of the three children, that almost everyone who was going to die in World War II was going to hell, regardless of what side they were on. Americans, English, Germans, Japanese, French, Russian, all of them were going straight to hell, including the civilians. That's one thing to keep in mind. The second thing is that at the time that these secrets were given to children, Our Lady also gave them a small prayer to be added after each decade of the Rosary. Oh my Jesus, pardon us and save us from the fire of hell. Draw all souls to heaven, especially those in most need. So we have three references to hell. First, we have the vision that the children actually saw of hell itself. Then we have what was revealed to was Jacinta, that everyone who dies, almost everyone who dies in World War II, was going straight to hell. And then we have this little prayer which specifically states, save us from the fire of hell. So that tells us that the third secret, as we said, is going to take place in the 1960s, some event in the 1960s, something catastrophic that would involve all of humanity. And it also tells us that it's going to involve countless souls condemned to hell. Our third clue of the third secret is the actual first line to the secret which Lucy gave us. And that line is, in Portugal, the dogma of the faith will always be preserved. That tells us that the third secret has to do with the loss of faith. If it's going to be preserved in Portugal, then that, specifically in Portugal, then that implies that elsewhere it's not going to be preserved. So, add all of these things up. Catastrophic event taking place in the 1960s that's going to involve the loss of the faith and also hell, countless souls being condemned to hell. Add all those up, and what do we have? We have the implementation of Vatican II, which took place in the 1960s, which introduced the new Mass and new rites of ordination for priests and bishops. That's what this third secret foretold. And in fitting, it has sent countless souls to hell. It has sent literally billions of souls have gone to hell since the 1960s because of Vatican II, the new Mass, and the new rites of ordination for priests and bishops. That is the third secret. Now, just because billions of souls have gone to hell believing in the attending the new Mass, going along with the implementations of Vatican II, those are mortal sins. The new Mass is not Catholic. It's a Protestant service. As a Catholic, you are forbidden to attend the new Mass under penalty of mortal sin. Yet for 50 plus years, billions of people around the world have been attending the new Mass. There are priests now that have been supposedly ordained, but they're not ordained under the original rites of ordination, which means they're not real priests. Any so-called priest ordained after the year 1968 is not a real priest. He's a layman posing to be a priest. And we've had millions of people accepting what they thought was communion and accepting what they thought was the sacrament of confession from these fake priests. All of them going straight to hell, because as Catholics, you're not to have anything to do with worship outside of the Catholic Church. Now, here's the good news for you. You don't have to go to hell like all those other people. You can reject the new Mass. You can reject all the implementations of Vatican II and become a traditional Catholic. And that is what will save you. Now, if you want more information about how Vatican II came about and the catastrophic events which happened because of it, how the church was infiltrated and subverted from within, then this is the book that you should read. This thing here, The Truth About What Really Happened to the Catholic Church After Vatican II, by Brother Michael Diamond and Brother Peter Diamond. You can get this book at their website, which is VaticanCatholic.com or MostHolyFamilyMonastery.com. This book is massive. You can see how thick it is. It's hundreds and hundreds of pages of documentation about Vatican II and how it runs counter to the Catholic teaching. Since the 1950s, we haven't really had a real pope. We've had a series of anti-popes. John the 23rd, Paul the 6th, John Paul II, Benedict, Francis, this new one, Leo. All of them are anti-popes. They're not real popes. If you find that hard to understand, read this book. You owe it to yourself as a Catholic. As a Catholic, you have a duty to educate yourself on Catholic issues and what's going on in the world. So read this book, The Truth About What Really Happened to the Catholic Church After Vatican II. Read the book and pray your rosary.